Test 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. John. 1, 2. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's loud in here. 1, 2, check. What the hell am I doing on up there? Calling all cookie lovers. Crumble, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, has fresh new flavors weekly. Until Saturday, enjoy mouth-watering specialty flavors and warm chocolate chip cookies made fresh daily. Crumble is open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. weekdays, 8 a.m. to midnight on Friday and Saturday, and are closed on Sundays. Savor the flavors before they're gone. Order today.
Hey ladies, when you're looking to freshen up your wardrobe, there is no need to travel to the big city shopping centers or the dreaded mall. Stay local and head to Magnolia Road in downtown Preston. They offer great prices on the cutest tops, bottoms, sweaters, shoes and boots, and other accessory items. And best of all, everything is size inclusive from small to 3XL. When you shop local, everything you spend stays right here in Preston and Franklin County. Magnolia Road, 27 South State Street in downtown Preston.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever
This is your countdown for the Preston Indians pregame show. Pregame in 30 seconds from Mark. As we'll have a good game today, hopefully. And pregame show will start in 15 seconds from Mark. Pregame in 10 seconds from Mark. Have a good game. Pregame show in 5 seconds from Mark. The following is a wholly owned production of Cook Brothers Broadcasting. It's time for Preston Indian Sports. This game is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com. This is the Preston Indian Crumble Cookie pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach, look at the pregame stats, all leading up to tonight's action. The pregame show is sponsored by Crumble Cookie, bringing friends and families together over the world's best cookies. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on FM 105.5, AM 1340, and on mylocalradio.com. And a very pleasant good evening as we come to you tonight from here at Soda Springs, as tonight the Preston Indians take on the Soda Springs Cardinals. It's the second meeting of the year between these two teams. They met on the first game of the season way back at in the middle of November at Preston, as the Soda Springs Cardinals were able to win that night on opening night, as they picked up a win over the Indians. The Preston Indians come into tonight's game 1-11 on the year. They're 0-2. Soda having another great year. They are 12-3 overall on the year, and they're 4-0 in district play, having picked up their fourth win in district competition last night when they beat Malad over at Malad. So they'll come back on the court, play 2 nights in a row, as they'll play host to the Indians tonight. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll have our scene set coming up here in just a moment, brought to you by North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. We'll get to that coming up in just a couple of minutes. We'll talk more about tonight's game. And the Indians will be without one of their key players. One of their starters will be out for the next couple of weeks. We'll talk about that as we'll have the scene set coming up next, right after this timeout. This is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indians basketball here on KACH and on mylocalradio.com.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
Crumble Cookies, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, is here in the Cache Valley, offering freshly baked cookies for carryout, delivery, or curbside pickup. Just download the Crumble app or visit their website.
105.5 FM KACH.
Hi, we're Braden and Brittany Smith with Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency.
We're Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jan Stone with Northern Title of Preston, and we are Preston Proud, Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Bill Chambers from North Stars Ultimate Outdoors, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Larson. I'm with HK Auto, and we are Dayton Proud and Idaho Strong.
We're Preston Proud, Idaho Strong, serving Franklin County and beyond.
Since 2005, North Stars Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston. Welcome back here to the Crumble Cookie pregame show. Crumble Cookie, bringing family and friends together over the world's best cookies. Dan Hubbard joined by John Slaughter as we get ready for this evening's game, and it's time for the North Stars Ultimate Outdoors scene set. Remember, you can get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. It was on the north end of Preston on State Street, so stop by and see them. John, it's a good night for a big effort here by the Lady Indians.
Yeah, I think the Indians are going to show a little better than they did the last time they were here, or when they did against Soda Springs up in Preston. I think we have a little bit better knowledge of the game, how each other works. There'll be a number of things that'll be different. Our defense has changed up a little bit. And if we can keep them in check, with our defense, I think our offense can prevail.
Talking to Coach Kuntz before the game tonight, she noticed from the first time the two teams met, Soda plays a very tough defense. They literally like to pack things in. And she said that they kind of looked at at opportunities to get out and run the ball a little bit more tonight.
Yeah, you'll see that they are fast. They do run. They hit the outlet pass real quick. They get a real rebound or an interception. Intercept the pass. They're going to be down the court, so we've got to get back quick in order to keep our defense and keep them in front of us, not let them behind us near the basket.
Now we teased it going into the commercial break, but the Indians are going to be without one of their key players and one of their starters tonight. Chloe Kluntz is going to miss the next couple of weeks. She got that tooth knocked out the other night against Century. They have it wired in, but they want it to try to heal and set and get a little solid before she gets back out on the floor again.
Yeah, and a hit in the mouth, just a little tap can cause a problem. But we talk about mouth guards and stuff like that. I know the kids don't like to wear them because it kind of blocks their air back sometimes. But I think you'll see a few more of the girls starting to wear those because it can get very physical in there.
Yeah, and besides that, it doesn't look cool.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see who's going to start in Chloe's spot tonight. As my guess is that it's going to be Brandley Alder who will start at the other guard tonight in place of Chloe Kuntz. So we'll take a timeout and speaking with Coach Kuntz. We'll get to our coach's interview brought to you by Evergreen Financial coming up in just a couple of minutes. This is the Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indians basketball on KACH and on mylocalradio.com.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Welcome back here to the pregame show from a noisy gym here at Soda Springs High School as we get ready for tonight's game between the Indians and the Cardinals. Camille Kuntz joins us for a couple minutes here in the Coach's Corner, brought to you by Evergreen Financial. You know, it's you kind of get to the point where you just go, okay, it's another game, and figure out what we have to do.
Yeah, we like to play, so we just have a new game plan every night. Tonight's going to be a little bit fast-paced game plan, and so we're gonna keep up with Soda and really work on taking care of the basketball tonight. We had a few too many turnovers against Century, so
it's a little bit of an advantage. You've seen Soda before, although it was way back in the first game of the year.
Yeah, first game of the year. We played them pretty good the first half, and so last night Soda came off a really great win against Malad, so they're fired up and they're ready to play also. So
maybe catch them a little bit on the downside a little bit tonight.
A little bit, but yeah, they run the court really well. So and they put a lot of pressure on us. So this is going to be a great learning experience for us to take care of the ball.
We were talking a little bit before when we first got here to the gym. Unfortunately, Chloe is not going to be available.
Yeah, Chloe's going to miss out on this week. We got to get that tooth back in place and let it get a little bit stronger before she gets hit again. She's had a little bit of bad luck with injuries this year.
Did she say anything about how it happened or what happened?
Yeah, she said she was going for the ball against Taylor Smith at Century, and Taylor just threw her elbow. And, you know, Taylor's a little bit taller than her, hit her right in the mouth. So, yeah.
That's unfortunate. Like you said, she's had injury problems. She missed all of last year after twisting an ankle.
Yeah, she did. She was pretty bummed. You know, she not only has to sit out, you know, a few games here, but she lost her favorite tooth, she said. So, yeah, she's a little bummed.
I didn't know you could have a favorite tooth, did you?
Yeah, who knew? Yeah, I didn't know that.
Anyway, we'll get after the Cardinals tonight and see what happens here at the end of the night.
Yeah, we're excited. Thank you very much.
Camille Kuntz with us here on the pregame show. We'll take a timeout, back with more right after this.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston. And welcome back to the Preston Indian Crumble Cookie pregame show. Crumble Cookies, bringing friends and family together over the world's best cookies. Well, let's take a look at some of the other girls' games going on around the eastern part of the state of Idaho this evening as Hillcrest comes south on I-15 down into Pocatello as they'll take on the Pocatello Thunder tonight. Century heads about 20 minutes north as they go up to Shelley to take on the Russets. Skyline will be at Rigby. Madison comes over to Idaho Falls to take on the Tigers tonight. Twin Falls will be at Canyon Ridge. Thunder Ridge goes to Bonneville. Minico will head east to Pocatello as they'll take on the Highland Rams tonight. Jerome will be at Mountain Home. Wood River goes to Burley. And Richfield from Utah comes to Bear Lake. And of course, Preston is on the road tonight as they're up here in Soda Springs to take on the Cardinals. We'll take a timeout. The Crumble Cookie pregame show will continue right after this. This is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball on KACH and on mylocalradio.com. We'll be right back. Calling all cookie lovers. Crumble, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, has fresh new flavors weekly. Until Saturday, enjoy mouth-watering specialty flavors and warm chocolate chip cookies made fresh daily. Crumble is open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. weekdays, 8 a.m. to midnight on Friday and Saturday, and are closed on Sundays. Savor the flavors before they're gone. Order today.
Hey ladies, when you're looking to freshen up your wardrobe, there is no need to travel to the big city shopping centers or the dreaded mall. Stay local and head to Magnolia Road in downtown Preston. They offer great prices on the cutest tops, bottoms, sweaters, shoes and boots, and other accessory items. And best of all, everything is size inclusive from small to 3XL. When you shop local, everything you spend stays right here in Preston and Franklin County. Magnolia Road, 27 South State Street in downtown Preston.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for Preston Indian Sports. Today's game is brought to you by Beckstead Real Estate, the real estate experts for Franklin County and beyond. By Crumble Cookie, bringing friends and families together over the world's best cookies. By West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. By Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in town. By Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. By Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. By Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. By Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, we have all the parts you need to keep your car or truck running strong. By Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. By Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tire in North Logan. For tires, brakes, shocks, or alignment, there's only one stop. It's Les Schwab Tire in North Logan. By North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. By Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. By Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. By Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. By Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Good deeds done daily at Northern Title. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This broadcast is made possible through an agreement between Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and Preston High School Athletics, and is a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC. This game is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or reproduction of this broadcast without the express written consent of Preston Broadcasting, LLC is strictly prohibited. And a very pleasant evening once again, everybody. Welcome back here to the gym at Soda Springs as the Indians get ready to take on the Lady Cardinals. It's National Anthem, the starting lineup, just a moment away. John, we can give it a chance to begin. We can take a look at the keys to the game, brought to you by Naylor Insurance.
Okay, the key number one is we're going to have to match up with them tonight. They've got three good post players that start, and I remember them from that first game. That's Janetta Garbett, who is 6 foot. She's only a junior, and 6'9", Zippy Thompson, who is 5'11", and they're both good shooters and rebounders. And then also with what's her name? Osborne. Kinley Osborne. She's also very talented in rebounding. And then they're going to shoot the outlet pass. You'll see them break down fast on a thing. So we've got to get back on defense and stop their fast break down the court. And with that, we can probably match up with them.
That's your keys to the game, brought to you by Naylor Insurance. Starting lineups in the opening tap coming up here from Soda Springs.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs through Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
Folks have many reasons to visit Casper, Wyoming every year, whether it's work, high school sports and activity, a romantic getaway, or business meetings. The best place to stay when you're in Casper is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. A beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, a pool, fitness center, and a fabulous indoor atrium. You can also reserve meeting rooms for your next event, and each stay includes an extended continental breakfast. Reserve your rooms today at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. Call 307-472-6300.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
national anthem from here at Soda Springs. Dan Hubbard along with John Slaughter, John Beverly back in the studio. And welcome to our broadcast tonight of Preston Lady Indian basketball as they take on the Lady Cardinals here in Soda Springs. Time to meet our starting lineups tonight. Brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Starters tonight for the Indians, Jadley Roberts will start tonight. Also, it'll be Brightly Harris who will get the start. Liz Harris will again be in the starting role. Brindley Alder will start tonight as well. And Emma Kuntz will start at the guard position tonight for the Preston Lady Indians. Shut off the lights in here. We kind of didn't really expect that, so we'll break out the light here so we can see as they announce the starting lineups here for the Lady Cardinals from Soda Springs here this evening.
Shining the light with the rest of them, huh, Dan?
That's it. All the kids in here all got their lights on as they introduce the starters here tonight. Starting tonight for the Cardinals, it is number one, Jeanette Garbett, who you mentioned, John. She's a good player. She is a 6-foot junior. Also starting tonight, it will be number 3, Alexa Mullenauer. She is a 5'5" senior. Abby Gooden will start tonight as well, a sophomore. She's 5'6" tall. And also getting a start here this evening, it is Taylor Billman, who averages 12.5 points a game. She is a 5'7" senior. And finally, the last starter, the other girl you mentioned, John, Zippy Sampson. She is a 5'11" senior, and she'll start in the middle tonight for the Lady Cardinals from Soda Springs. As we mentioned, starting lineups brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. Also want to thank Naylor Insurance for bringing you our keys to the game tonight for home, health, life, and auto through Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by at Naylor Insurance and find out how much you can save. 223 North Main Street, or North State Street, rather, in Preston is where you will find Naylor Insurance. So we're ready to go here. Welcome in Preston Lady Indian basketball here on KACH and on mylocalradio.com as the tip is controlled by the Lady Indians. Brentley Harris gets it up into the front court, gives it off to Emma Kuntz. Emma will give it off to Alder. Swing it inside to Harris, back to Kuntz. 15-foot jumpers from straightaway is no good. Good hustle by Liz Harris to get the rebound. Gets it down low to Roberts, and she's fouled trying to go up. Be a holding foul. Goes against number 1, that's Jeanette Garbett. First foul of the game against Garbett. First of the game against the Cardinals as well. So the Cardinals with a big win last night against Malad. They're kind of riding high. They're 4-0 in conference play as the Indians come in here in a non-conference game tonight. Alder, free throw line extended right. Her entry pass is tapped. Comes to Harris. Her shot a little bit too hard. Banks off the glass and off the rim. And here come the Cardinals the other way in a hurry. Garbett down the baseline. Lost it out of bounds. Touched there by the Indians, so it'll stay with the Cardinals underneath their own basket. Just 40 seconds gone here in the opening quarter here tonight. As the ball comes into Sampson. Shot no good. Liz Harris is there for the rebound. She'll give it off to Alder. Alder gets it up into the front court here for Preston. Comes to Harris, free throw line. Gives it off to Liz Harris, her older sister. Now back to Brindley. To Kuntz, now back to Harris again. Swing it back to Kuntz. Over on the left side, it goes to Alder. Back to Kuntz. And free throw, three-point land, doesn't take the shot. Now gets it back from Harris. Gives it back to Harris again. As again, the Indians not really looking for a shot. No shot clock here, so not really have to worry about hurrying anything up. Roberts from 17 straight away, needs a bounce, won't get it. Harris, first attempt, no. Second attempt, no. As the rebound comes back down, and it's pulled down there by Abby Gooden. Back up into the front court. Snap pass into the right corner. Comes to Garbett. She'll bring it back out top again as it comes back to Gooden. Now back to Garbett. Free throw line extended left. Holds it up over her head. Wants to drive, but Harris pokes her hand in there and knocks it out of bounds before she can start to drive. Still no score here in the first quarter. Ball belongs to the Cardinals. as Garbett gets it in. Comes into Gooden. Back to Garbett again on the left side. Skip pass all the way across, back over to Gooden again on the right side. Top of the key, Thompson doesn't get a shot. Now right along the baseline from the left side, it's Mullenauer for two right along the baseline on the left side. As Alder tries to bring it up the floor, and she gets bumped and knocked down by Taylor Billman, and that'll be the first foul tonight on Billman. So 2 quick fouls here against the Cardinals. They lead 2-0 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard as the inbound pass is taken away by the Cardinals, and the first foul of the night called against the Indians.
Yeah, the bad inbound pass by Alder, and then she had to deliberately foul in order for them to get an easy shot.
Yeah, kind of compounded the problem by committing the foul, didn't she?
Yep.
So it comes up to the top of the key. Garbett has it there. Just over 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. 2-pointer from the right side is no good. Tapped by Gooden, but it'll go out of bounds and stay with the Indians. So full court pressure put on here again by Soda Springs. We saw this a lot in that first game back in Preston. They pressed probably 3 of the four quarters in the game as it came to Harris, to Kuntz. Get it up across the timeline to Alder up into the front court. Alder tries to throw the pass to Harris, has it intercepted, as going up to get it was Thompson. Quickly back up into the front court as they tried to get it to Mullenauer, and the Indians knock it out of bounds. First quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Good deeds done daily. Find out for yourself at 208-852-5700. Free throw line jumper there is no good by Thompson. As the Indians get the rebound, Roberts pulls it down. She gives it to Harris, who does a 360 turn in the backcourt, gets it back across the timeline, pulls up for 3, no good. As the ball comes loose, as he comes back to Kuntz. Emma has it there, spins around a couple of times. Inside it goes to Roberts. She puts it up and in.
Yeah, nice play by Roberts to turn to the left and get the bucket.
Indians get on the board, tied the game at 2. 3-pointer from the right side by Mullenauer is no good. The rebound put back up and in by Thompson. 4-2 as the inbound pass again taken away by Garbett. Comes back to Billman, back to Garbett again. As Cardinals again with that full court pressure take it away right after they get the ball in bounds. 3-pointer here put up by Gooden, no good. Rebound back over on the left side to Billman. Her bank shot, that's no good. As Harris has the rebound for the Indians. Brightly gets it back up into the front court. Ellie Nelson will be in for the Indians here when the ball is dead and the whistle. And that'll be a traveling violation against the Indians as Nelson will come in and Liz Harris will come out. So 4-2, Soda Springs leads on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard here tonight. As holding it there, they get it to Garbett at the free throw line. She can't get a shot as she's double teamed, and Preston takes the ball away as Kuntz ends up with it, gives it to Nelson. Now it comes back to Alder, and they get it up into the front court. Here comes Kuntz, top of the key. Over on the left side, it goes over there to Roberts. Her jump shot is no good. Pulled down again by Billman. Back up in the front court in a hurry. Mollenauer gets cut off and loses the ball out of bounds, but it's going to stay with the Indians again.
Yeah, good hustle by Brightly to get down and stop them on a fast break and easy layup. That's what they're going to have to do tonight is get back quick because Soda is going to run on them.
Brindley Galloway, who hasn't had hardly any playing time, comes in here for the Indians. 3:35 remaining here in the first quarter. 4-2, Soda on top. Skip the ball baseline as it comes over to Billman. Billman inside, puts it up once. That's no good as Emma grabs the rebound, and she ran into Gooden, and they're going to say that the ball will belong again to the Cardinals.
Yeah, Coach Coons wanted a foul on that because Emma was knocked from hip to hip, knocked the ball out of bounds as she knocked Emma out of the bounds.
Timeout called on the floor here by the Cardinals, as this is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball on KACH and on mylocalradio.com.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. Ladies, stop in for your new look today. 27 South State Street in Preston. So here comes the Cardinals as they get it in. As it comes into Gooden, her shot from about 12 from the left baseline is no good. Harris has the rebound there for the Indians. Brightly back up into the front court. 3:15 to play here in the first quarter. Kuntz gives it off to Roberts. Free throw line to Galloway. Her shot, her pass rather is tapped away. They get it to Mullenauer down the floor, lay it up and in.
Yeah, there's that rebound or interception, and down the court they go. They run on that fast break.
They move very well as the ball is loose. Roberts jumps on it, and the ball is going to go back to Soda Springs on the alternating possession rule. So here come get the ball back in. Does the Cardinals, as it's back up top, held top of the key there by Gooden, as she'll let players move around. Goes over on the right side, now back to Gooden, top of the key. Snap pass inside to Garbett, as Garbett tries to turn in the paint and gets fouled, as it is Brightly Harris who whistled for the foul. Her first, second on the Indians, 2 on each team now, with 2:42 to play here in quarter number 1. Cardinals have the ball out of bounds, baseline front court, as they throw it in to nobody. Thompson was over there. She left to come back toward the top of the key looking for a pass, and then the inbounds pass went back to where she was standing.
I don't know if they had a play designed or not, but yeah, she had 2 open on this side.
Preston gets the ball into Kuntz. Bounce it back to Harris. They had the trap on again in the backcourt. Kuntz gives it back to Harris. Dribbles through a double team up into the front court. Galloway, sure shot's an air ball from the left side. Touched by Nelson and out of bounds. Ball come back over again to Soda Springs. So tough start here for the Indians here in the first 5 minutes of the game, as they trail 6-2 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Get it down inside, try to get it to Thompson. Nice play defensively there by Nelson to reach in and poke it away. Tried to say a couple of minutes ago that there is no shot clock here in Soda Springs, so the offenses can certainly take their time in working for a good shot. Gooden back out top to Thompson, gives it back to Garbett. Over on the right side as it goes there to Mullenauer, back out top, now back over on the right side again. This time it goes to Billman. Give it back to Gooden. Good movement of the ball here by the Cardinals. As stepping in is Garbett. Her 2-pointer is no good. Long rebound is chased down by Roberts as she gets it back up into the front court. Pass deflected, but it finds its way to Emma Kuntz anyway. Kuntz tries to give it back to Harris. Pass slightly behind her and goes out of bounds. Tonight's game brought to you by Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Remember, you can set your appointment online at evergreenfinancialpartners.com. Here's Billman, had it taken away before she could get a shot. Harris back up into the front court for the Indians. Give it inside to Nelson. Down on the right block, she goes up, but she's fouled. She'll go to the free throw line here to try a couple of free throws. Foul will be on number 1. That's Garbett. That's 2 on her. And 3 on Soda Springs as a team. Kinley Osborne will be in here in a moment, as the first free throw by Nelson is good. That makes it 6-3 as Osborne comes in, Garbett goes out. And tonight's game brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Nelson's second free throw rattles around, stays out. Osborne has the rebound, gives it off to Gooden, who brings it back up into the front court. Swing it down into the left corner. Billman dribbles it out of the corner. Ends up over in the right corner now. Now back outside. Three-pointer put up there. Put up by Mullenauer, no good. Rebound inside, no good. Mullenauer had it. Osborne reached out to grab the rebound and hit Mullenauer right up around the chin and knocked her down. And the ball is going to go out of bounds and come back to the Indians. Brindley Alder back into the game as Emma Kuntz heads to the bench. In case you weren't with us for the pregame show tonight, Chloe Kuntz will be out for a couple of weeks after having that tooth knocked out the other night against Century, as Harris's pass is knocked away over there by Billman, and she knocked it out of bounds. 56 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. 6-3, Preston down by 3. Harris back up into the front court, comes to a Galloway. Galloway tries to get it inside, knocked away. Galloway able to chase it down, gets it back, goes to the dribble, pulls up. Three-pointer from near the top of the key is no good. Rebounds pulled down by Billman. She drives the floor with 37 seconds to play in the quarter as she lost the ball, picked up by Galloway, and she'll bring it back up to the front court. Alder bounces it down low to Nelson. Nobody there, and Nelson hits the layup.
Nice assist by Alder.
6-5. Preston trails rather by a point. Back outside, swing it down low to Osborne. Now back outside again. Pulling up is Billman. Her shot's too strong. That's off of Osborne and then off of Galloway and out of bounds. Back over to Soda Springs. Liz Harris will leave again. This time as Jade Lee Roberts comes back in with 11 seconds left in the quarter. They get it in. Thompson brings it way out top to Billman. Swing it down into the corner. Back down low to Thompson again. Tries to get a shot. Can't. She'll give it back to Gooden. Gooden had lost it. Tries to chase it down. They're not going to get a shot off before the quarter ends as the time runs out. So Preston fell behind, crawled back into the game. They trail by a point as we go to quarter number 2. After one, it's Soda Springs 6, Preston 5 on the scoreboard, on the Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard, as we'll go to the second quarter coming up right after this. Sometimes in life, the next level seems to be just out of your reach. You know you could reach your goal if you could just figure out what's blocking your success. The trained professionals at Level 10 Life offer life, health, and career coaching. These professional coaching sessions will help you put the next piece together in your puzzle. Don't wait. The coaches at Level 10 Life are here to help you reach your next milestone in life. Schedule a free consultation online at level10lifecoach.com. There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, we start the second quarter as the Indians trail by a point, 6-5, and Preston has the ball to start the second, and they trap the ball out near the timeline. They get it loose. It comes to Kuntz, her three-pointer from the left side, no good. Nelson gets the rebound once, no good. Puts it back up, yes, and a foul. Basket will count, as the foul is going to go against Kinley Osborne. Give the 2 points to Nelson, and she'll go to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play as Preston has their first lead of the night at 7-6. Nelson's free throw is no good as the rebound is off to Osborne. So 7-6, Preston leading on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. As Gooden has it, she'll back the ball back out, comes over to Billman. Now back over in the right corner, held there by Mullenauer. She doesn't shoot it. As the shot put up there by Gooden, that's no good. Preston has the rebound as they'll bring it back up into the front court. Alder gets to the timeline. Nelson comes out to set a screen for her, but the defense backs off as Alder holds the ball, gives it off to Kuntz. Free throw line extended right. Roberts comes out to set the screen. Kuntz holds it. Bounce pass over to Alder on the angle left. Comes down to Ella Marlowe, who's in the game. for the first time. Now back to Alder, back to the top of the key. Alder kind of reaches out and shoves Mullenauer to get a little operating room. Now she gives it back to Kuntz as Emma had her pass deflected. As it comes back to Kuntz again, top of the key. From the left elbow, the shot there is no good. Pulled down there by Billman as here come the Cardinals on the run back up into the front court. Billman gets bumped by Kuntz as the shot is no good, and Emma able to pull down the rebound as she'll bring the ball back up into the front court. Minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Preston leads by a point, 7-6 over the Cardinals. As reaching in, steal the ball was Billman. Back up ahead of the pack is Mullenauer for the layup. Oh, she missed the layup as Kuntz has the rebound down low. And you're going to call that a held ball. It looks more like a holding foul to me. But because of the alternating possession rule, the ball will stay with the Cardinals underneath their own basket.
Yeah, there's not much they can do. I've noticed all these officials on all of these games today that everything's a jump ball.
As the pass comes in, Gracie Mullenauer, the sophomore, into the game for the first time, gives it to Thompson. As it comes back to Gracie Mullenauer, so both Mullenauers into the game. 3 sets of sisters in this game between the two teams. You don't think that's confusing? As the ball's tapped, saved on the floor by Thompson. They chase down. They throw it back on the floor, but they throw it right to Emma Kuntz, who has it up into the front court. Emma on the left side. She'll bounce it back out top. Finds its way to Marlowe. She'll give it off to Alder. Snap it back down low. As again, it's Thompson who steps in front to intercept the pass as the shot down low by Mullenauer, and they call the foul. Foul's going to go against Alder. That's going to be her second, and a third against the Indians. So Galloway and Harris will be back in for the Indians after this first free throw. As the first throw by Mullenauer is no good. West Motors brings you tonight's game. Your only stop you need for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. Alder and Roberts leave for the Indians.
Galloway and Brittany Harris is in.
As the free throw is good and a timeout taken by the Cardinals. This timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. Ladies, when it's time to update your look, go by Magnolia Road. You'll find them in downtown Preston. This is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball on KACH and on mylocalradio.com. Calling all cookie lovers. Crumble, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, has fresh new flavors weekly. Until Saturday, enjoy mouth-watering specialty flavors and warm chocolate chip cookies made fresh daily. Crumble is open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. weekdays, 8 a.m. to midnight on Friday and Saturday, and are closed on Sundays. Savor the flavors before they're gone. Order today.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Get a look at the score as we are tied at 7 as we play in the second quarter. Lady Indians home on Saturday. 7:30 start time. So we invite you to come out and support the Lady Indians coming up on Saturday. And for some reason, I can't remember off the top of my head who they're playing.
Where?
Coming up on Saturday.
Filer.
Filer, thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, it's the end of a long week. What can I say?
It's been 2 long weeks.
That's right. 7-7. Preston has the ball in the backcourt as Harris brings it up. 5.5 to play here in the first half. As Nelson comes back to receive the ball. Now back to Harris. Got to get the ball across the timeline, which they do. Harris gives it to Kuntz, holding it there. Now back to Harris again, top of the key. Back over on the angle, left, back to Kuntz. Double team, so she gets the ball back out, back to Harris. They find Nelson at the free throw line, and she drives, and she's fouled again. She's going to go back to the free throw line to shoot a couple of more, as this foul is going to be against Taylor Billman. That's going to be her first. And foul number 5 on Soda Springs. So Nelson's next free throw is good to give Preston a lead again at 8-7. Stokes Market True Value is your sponsor for tonight's game. With the freshest meat and produce in Preston and throughout the Cache Valley, Stokes Market on State Street in Logan. Nelson's second free throw is no good. Rebound comes off to Galloway. Back to Nelson. Put it up and in.
Great heads up by Nelson to see that the rebound was ours and go in for the easy layup.
Nice rebound by Galloway as well. As there's Garbett back on the floor with her 2 fouls. Gives it off. Three-pointer is short. May have been partially blocked there on the shot by Gooden as Marlowe able to chase it down. She'll give it to Harris back up in the front court as it comes to Kuntz. Emma holds it. Gives it back to Marlowe down in the left corner. Back on the angle left to Kuntz as Nelson tries to drive. Lost it. Thompson falls on it. And it'll be a held ball once again. But this time it should stay with the Indians. So Preston will have the ball underneath their own basket in the front court. 4:34 left here in the first half. Preston leads by 3. Just in case you're interested, both the freshman and JV teams lost earlier today. As it comes to Kuntz, now back to Harris, back to the top of the key, back to the angle left to Kuntz again. Down to Galloway, now back to Kuntz. Emma lines up a 3, short, as down on her knees, wrestling for the rebound is Marlowe. And that will be a held ball, but this time it's going to go back over to Soda Springs. So we're getting a look at some other players, some kind of different combinations here out of Camille.
Yeah, it is making a difference for the Indians. And those that are being able to step up a little bit are playing really hard to hold the position.
Knocked away. Garbett able to chase it down. Comes back to Thompson. Whip it all the way back to Mullenauer for 3. No good. As the rebound is off. As Gracie Mullenauer back in the game again. And her pass is intercepted. Picked up there as it comes to Harris back up in the front court. Defenders are back, so Brightly slows the ball down. Gives it to Marlowe. Pops out of her hands. And taken away by Alexa Mullenauer back up in the front court. And then a foul called on the Indians. That's going to go on Emma Kuntz. That's her first and the team's third. 10-7 Preston on top on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Kate Walker into the game for the first time as a sophomore will get the ball in. And she gets it into Gooden. Garbett has it on the angle right. Whip it all the way back around into the left corner, held there by Gooden. She'll get it back in. Thompson down on the left block as Harris tied her up. Now they're going to call it a held ball. They're going to call it a foul. As both officials are talking about it. And it's going to be an offensive holding foul on Brightly Harris. So Harris now with 2. Alder back off the bench. She'll come back in as Harris will leave again. So now they'll let Thompson bring the ball in as Zippy brings it in. As she gets it into Garbett. Down in the corner it goes to Gooden. Gooden back out top, back to Garbett again. Looks down the right side. On the right angle, she'll hand it off there to the other Mullenauer, the younger Mullenauer. As Gooden wants to drive, lost it out of bounds. It'll stay, however, with the Cardinals as the Indians tapped it out of bounds. 3:12 to play in the first half. Preston still leads 10-7. Low scoring first half by both teams. Cardinals have it as they get it to the free throw line. Thompson has it there. She tried to turn, but yes, she does. Well, that's a ticky-tack foul. That's going to go against Alder, I believe they called it.
I know when I was growing up a few years ago, the part of the hand used to be the ball, be part of the ball when the ball was on the hand.
Yeah, they called the foul on Kuntz. So that's 2 on Emma and 6 now on the Indians, so they're out of fouls for the final 2:55 of the half. Back up top to Gooden. Swing it all the way back to Garbett for 3 from the left corner is good.
I've kind of been waiting for that. That Garbett's a great outside shooter. Juliet.
Her first points of the game, and we're tied again at 10 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Kuntz holds it, gives it to Nelson. Lob it inside, down to Liz Harris. Her shot no good as it was short. Thompson with the rebound. Held ball will stay with the Indians as Liz Harris does a good job to tie up that rebound. Ella Marlowe back into the game. Emma Kuntz leaves. As the Indians get it into Galloway in the left corner. She's immediately double teamed there, and she traveled. As soon as that ball went into the corner, boy, they collapsed on her in a hurry.
Yeah, they're good at double teaming, the ball, and getting out and causing the jump ball,
So 10-10, ball belongs to the Cardinals in the backcourt as they bring it up the floor. Here comes Gooden, gets across the timeline. 2:20 to play in the first half. Gooden holds it, swings it over to Walker, wants to drive. Her wild shot crazily off the side of the backboard, picked up by Alder, and she's knocked down. And the foul going to go against Abby Gooden of the Cardinals. And that's going to be her first, and now 6 now on the Cardinals as well. So both teams out of foul for the final 2 minutes of the half, as Alder will bring the ball up the floor. Alder and Marlowe and Galloway are playing the guards here. As it comes to Galloway, she looks down the left side, gives it to Alder. Back to Marlowe. Kind of a peek at what next year's team might look like. As Marlowe lost it momentarily, chases it down. Walker, or I should say Gooden, harasses her, and that's going to be a double dribble.
Marlowe tried to elbow herself around and caused the double dribble.
I don't know. They panic and they want to run. Just stick your head down like they do and bounce into them. Brightly Harris back on the floor as Liz Harris leaves. 1:45 to play in the half, tied at 10. Comes up in the front court to Thompson. Swing it back up top to Gooden. Holds it there. Forces it down low. Jump shot there off the glass by Zippy Thompson is good. And Cardinals have a lead again at 12-10 with a minute and a half to play here in the half. Harris up into the front court. Being guarded there. Alder has it on the angle left. Comes back across the top of the key. Bounce it to Nelson at the top of the key. Back to Harris. Free throw line extended right. Marlowe has it at the free throw line. Turn off the glass and in.
Yeah, she was wide open too. That was a good shot. Nice shot to take.
We're tied again at 12. Back to the top of the key. Garbett, another three. That's an air ball. Try to save it on the floor as Osborne ends up in the front row of the stands behind the basket. So Preston has it. Less than a minute to play here in the first half as Harris will bring it back up the floor. As her pass is knocked away by Garbett. Garbett on the move before the pass was thrown. You think they would see that and not throw the pass.
Right. It's like they cement that pass. They see that pass and they're going to throw it.
It's
one way or the other.
Yeah, it's like it's grained into their head. You get across the timeline, you have to play it to one of the wings.
Yep.
So Galloway gets it back up into the front court as it comes to Brightly Harris. Harris gives it off to Alder. 44 seconds left in the half. Alder bounces it down low as it's Marlowe down low. Her shot off the bottom of the rim, but Osborne has the rebound. Quickly up into the front court, and the pass intercepted there by Roberts. Off of Alder, she dropped it out of bounds. Soda Springs ball with 30 seconds left in the half. Coach Zinter right here in front of us, in front of the scorers table, yelling out a play. As they get it in, as it comes to Thompson, whip it back over to the far side. Walker has it on the angle right. Back out top to Thompson. Back into the left corners. It finds its way there to Mullenauer. As Mullenauer and Marlowe kind of bang into each other, Mullenauer goes down hard, and Marlowe just kind of walks by and grudgingly looks down at her. She walks past her. But Mullenauer draws, I should say Marlowe rather, draws the foul anyway. So first on Marlowe, the 1-and-1 here for Mullenauer is good. 17 fouls now on the Indians with 21 seconds left to go in the half. As the free throw is good. Mullenauer's second is no good. Rebound is off. Mullenauer gets it back in the left corner again. 17 seconds to play in the quarters. Harris able to knock the ball away. No, they're going to call a foul. And that's going to send them back to the free throw line again. So Brightly called for her third foul. That's going to get Emma back into the game. And I have to chuckle to myself. Do you notice Emma when she ran back onto the floor? She has a mouthpiece.
Oh, is that right?
as the free throw is good. And As we'll mention it again, Chloe Kuntz not playing, got a hit with an elbow in the mouth the other night against Century by Taylor Smith, and is going to miss a couple of weeks. As the free throws are good, 3-point trip here for the Cardinals as they lead by 3. Kuntz has it in the right corner as they get it back to the top of the key. Bob Marlowe holds it there, back to Kuntz. Tries to line up a 3, can't. Roberts with 2, with 1. They're not going to get a shot off, as that's the way the half ends. 15-12, Cardinals lead on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. This is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball on KACH and on mylocalradio.com. Stay with us. The Level 10 Life halftime report is coming up right after this.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, you can look at the scoreboard as the Cardinals lead the Indians 15-12 here on the Level 10 Life halftime show. As we mentioned, Level 10 Life, you can reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Find out more at level10lifecoach.com. Interesting, John, the different combinations that we saw Coach Kuntz put on the floor in the first half.
Right.
You didn't get to see them play a whole lot together so far this year, but I thought they did fairly well.
Yeah, they did pretty good. Some of the, some real hustle from the underclassmen that have come up, Galloway and a few others. But yeah, just did a great job, that first half. But I don't think either team is playing to their potential yet.
No, it's kind of a strange first half. Not only just the different combinations for the Indians, but having played last night, the Cardinals really kind of playing almost disinterested.
Yeah, it was a real close game, I understand, at Malad. They pulled it out towards the end, but yeah, they're struggling here a little bit tonight too. I think both teams are shooting very poorly, to be honest with you.
Well, when the Cardinals have got open looks, they've hit a couple of their shots. The Indians are playing fairly well down low. I mean, they have 12 points, and 8 of the 12 were scored by Ellie Nelson.
Right. And that's because Ellie's been going up, and she's had 2 or 3 rebounds, offensive rebounds, and been able to put them back and help out too.
Right.
So Ellie's doing a great job of offensive rebounding.
So Preston trails 15-12 here on the halftime show, brought to you by Level 10 Life. When we come back after this timeout, we'll look at the stat sheet from the first half. We'll do that as we continue on this Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Watching the kids out on the floor, they pay $1 to shoot for some sort of snack that's on the floor. They stand by and they make the basket. They win the snack. Yeah. Interesting idea. Look at the stats. Go ahead.
I was sitting there just counting the dollars. I'll bet you there's still more than half of the stuff still on the floor.
Oh, absolutely.
And they're paying $1 for one shot. You know.
There's a shot from half court. I wonder if he wins the pot. No, I guess not. And let's take a look at the stats. Farm Bureau Insurance and the Smith Agency bring you our look at the stats. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Stop by and see them at 33 South 1st East or in Preston, or give them a call at 208-852-2364. In the first half for the Indians, Jade Lee Roberts had 2. It was Ellie Nelson who had 8 in the first half for all their points in the first half. For the Cardinals, Jeanette Garbett had 3 in the first half. Alexa Mollenauer had 4. And 4 for Zippy Thompson as well. Players in foul trouble, really only one. That's Braylee Harris. She has 3 as we are currently at the halftime break. As if this wasn't taking long enough, they've stopped the clock to let the kids continue to shoot because nobody's won anything.
And none of their teams come back out yet. Well, here comes the Indians.
As the kid in the hard hat made a shot and won himself a bottle of Powerade, but they're still letting the kids shoot as the teams come back onto the floor, wanting to get ready to play. Tell you what, this one little guy doesn't need a bag of candy. Boy, he's probably spent $5 or $6 trying to win a bag of candy.
Look at his mom's taking him up to throw it up from on top of her shoulders.
So the competition continues as the teams come out. Now they finally start the clock again. We're about 2 minutes and 45 seconds away from the start of the second half of tonight's game. Tonight's game brought to you by Les Schwab Tires in North Logan. Les Schwab Tires, your one-stop for tires, brakes, alignment, and more. Stop in and see them at 1986 North Main Street in North Logan as the second half coming up right after this timeout. This is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball on KACH and on mylocalradio.com. We'll be right back.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs through Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, the Indians trail by 3 as we get ready to start the second half, 15-12 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. We'll take one more quick timeout. We'll come back and we'll get you to the second half of tonight's game coming up right after this.
Hey ladies, when you're looking to freshen up your wardrobe, there is no need to travel to the big city shopping centers or the dreaded mall. Stay local and head to Magnolia Road in downtown Preston. They offer great prices on the cutest tops, bottoms, sweaters, shoes and boots, and other accessory items. And best of all, everything is size inclusive from small to 3XL. When you shop local, everything you spend stays right here in Preston and Franklin County. Magnolia Road, 27 South State Street in downtown Preston.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, just about ready to start the second half of tonight's game as Preston trails by 3 with a good first half. That with getting a look at some different people. So Brindley Galloway, who played one of the first couple of games of the season, then didn't play again until the first half of tonight's game. So nice to see her on the floor.
Yeah.
No, she's a junior. So she'll be back next year. So like I said, at one point they had 3 underclassmen playing the guard position at one time. So a little bit of a different look. So here we go. The ball belongs to Soda Springs to start the second half here. Waiting for somebody to come over and bring the ball in as Gooden, or I should say Billman, walks over to finally throw the ball in, and she throws it into Gooden. So here we go in quarter number 3 as the ball immediately tapped out of bounds by Brightly Harris. Don't forget, Saturday night, Lady Indians back at home against Filer. The boys back at home on Thursday as they have a few days off. As Gooden holds it, skip pass over to the right side. Billman from 12, that's no good. Rebound down low, no good. As rebound again comes back to Mullenauer. Inside again, it's Gooden on her way down to the floor. Can't get the shot up to the rim. Preston comes up with it. Harris runs the ball up into the front court. Free throw line extended left, gives it back to Kuntz near the top of the key. Emma holds it, wants Harris to pop out. She does, gets the ball, free throw line extended to Roberts. Now back down low, try to get it to Liz Harris. Liz had to go off her hands, picked up there by Gooden. Back up into the front court in a hurry, back to Garbett, back outside. 2-point there by Thompson is no good, and again the Indians have the rebound. And here comes Alder again back the other way. Alder holds it up, gets it to Roberts. Down on the right block, able to use the glass and get it in. Jadley has 4. Preston down by a point. Now make it down by 3 again as Mullenauer hits a 2 from the right side. 17-14 as the Cardinals up by 3 as Alder bounces the ball in the backcourt. She was trapped in the corner as Gooden had her trapped, and instead of going at the defender, she tried to run along the timeline and bounce the ball in the backcourt.
Yeah, she's got to know that she's got to get rid of that ball. She dribbles way too much.
Yep. And you also can't let yourself get trapped out there 47 feet from the basket either. Right corner, 3-pointer there by Billman is good. Billman with her first 3 points of the game, and quickly the Cardinals up by 6. It's 20-14. Kuntz up into the front court, almost lost it as Garbett presses her all the way against the sideline. She gives it off to Harris. Brightly dribbles down low, gets it around Thompson and in.
Yeah, she used that right-hand scoop, put it up off the glass and in.
First 2 points for Brightly tonight. Back out top, deflected, but it makes its way to Gooden from the free throw line. She hits it there. All of a sudden, the Cardinals starting to shoot much better than they did in the first half. 6-point lead for Soda, 22-16. Lobbed the ball inside. Harris missed it, had to go down and chase it. She gets double teamed along the baseline and call it a hell ball, but it's going to stay with the Indians anyway. Nelson and Galloway come back in as Harris and Alder will come out for the Indians. That's Liz Harris who will go back to the bench. Kuntz getting the ball in, brings it into Galloway, top of the key, back to Roberts, lines up a 3, no good, as they just let it go as it goes out of bounds. Billman couldn't get to the rebound, so she just let it go wisely and goes out of bounds, and it comes back to Soda Springs. 5:20 to play here in quarter number 3, 22-16 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Billman over on the left side. Now Billman gets it back over on the right side on the angle right. 2-pointer, that's good.
Yeah, she's starting to heat up now.
Billman with 5 quick points here in the second half, 24-16. Preston went from down by 3 to down by 8. As it comes to Kuntz on the angle right. Galloway, top of the key. She holds it there. Puts the ball to the dribble. Gooden comes out to pressure her. Harris comes to look for the ball, but instead it goes to Kuntz on the angle right. Back out top to Roberts. Whoa, look out. As Billman stepped on it, as Garbett picks it up and goes down and lays the ball up. As timeout called by the Indians. Timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road for new tops, bottoms, shoes, and boots, and other accessories. It's Magnolia Road, 27 South State Street in Preston. It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Welcome back to this Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball. 26-16 and halfway through quarter number 3 here tonight from Soda Springs. Preston gets the ball across the timeline, and immediately they step in and trap her as they finally get the ball loose as it comes to Emma Kuntz on the left side. Galloway from the left corner. That's an air ball as the rebound pulled down there and taken away by Billman. Quickly back up into the front court. Over to the right corner as it comes to Mullenauer. Doesn't shoot, comes back across the key as it comes to Thompson. She tries to go across the key again, back outside. Back to Billman again for 3. Air ball. Mullenauer's putback is no good. Tapped out of bounds by the Indians. It'll stay with the Cardinals. So it'll be Garbett to step in and bring the ball in. Baseline in the front court. Comes back outside. Billman doesn't take the three. Throws it back to Garbett in the lane. Bank shot good. I think Coach Zinter has finally said, you know what, I've seen enough. You're messing around. Let's start playing.
Yeah.
Here comes Kuntz. Dribbles it off her foot and loses it out of bounds. Emma tried to turn the corner and go down the baseline and lost the ball off her foot.
Yeah, it seems like every time the Indians get this type of pressure put on them, they kind of fold and throw the ball away.
So here's Billman up into the front court. Gooden, top of the key, swing it back over to Billman again. Down the lane, lay it up and in. As the defense just kind of opened up like the Red Sea. So Kuntz back up to the front court as it comes to Harris. Spins, goes down toward the bucket as Thompson jumped out in front of her, threw her body into her without a call. Back to down the other end, back to Garbett, lay it up and in. Timeout again, called by the Indians.
Here's that run and play, you know, let's not wait for defense. Let's get past the defense and run to the glass.
Absolutely. This is a Bailey Begstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball on KCH and on mylocalradio.com. And this timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. Ladies, stop in and check out their selections available in most sizes. It's Magnolia Road in downtown Preston.
We were tied up.
Hey ladies, when you're looking to freshen up your wardrobe, there is no need to travel to the big city shopping centers or the dreaded mall. Stay local and head to Magnolia Road in downtown Preston. They offer great prices on the cutest tops, bottoms, sweaters, shoes and boots, and other accessory items. And best of all, everything is size inclusive from small to 3XL. When you shop local, everything you spend stays right here in Preston and Franklin County. Magnolia Road, 27 South State Street in downtown Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com. KACH.
Third quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Remember, you have all the parts that you need for your car. Keep your car running strong. 17 South State Street in Preston. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 3 minutes to play here in quarter number 3. And it's gone from a close game to a 16-point lead for the Cardinals here in this quarter as it's 32-16. Harris gets it to Nelson, top of the key. Her pass is deflected but finds its way to Alder anyway. Back to Harris and a held ball, and it's going to go back over to Soda Springs on the alternating possession rule.
A total mistake by Alder there. She had Galloway wide open in the corner and she throws it in to Harris Nelson, and she was double teamed.
Here's Billman up into the front court. Comes to Gooden, top of the key. Swing it back over to Billman again. Billman has her pass deflected as it goes off the knee of Brightly Harris and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cardinals right here in front of us, in front of the scorer's table. As Gooden brings it in. Goes in the backcourt, back to Billman. As she very calmly and quietly walks the ball back across the timeline. 2:20 to play here in quarter number 3. Thompson, top of the key. Wants to drive. One bounce dribble, throws it over on the right side as it comes back there to Mullenauer. Now back to the top of the key again. Throw it backwards as it comes back to Mullenauer. Kick it over on the left side. Three-pointer there, put up and in by Garbett. Garbett all of a sudden has a dozen. She had only 3 at halftime, and it's 35-16. Alder back up in the front court, comes to Galloway. Doesn't shoot there. Back to Alder, now back to Harris. Brightly will go back to Alder now. Free throw line extended left. Looks inside as they're fronting Nelson. It can't go there, so it comes to Harris. Back over on the right side. Back to Nelson as she holds the ball there, and Thompson just reaches out and pokes it away, but she gets it back and then carries it over. So Roberts will come out, and Liz Harris back into the game here for the Indians. 1:20 to play in the quarter, 35-16. They broke the game open to a 19-point advantage, have the Cardinals. Back down low, shot put up, and a foul called there as Garbett runs the baseline And it took 6 minutes and 45 seconds, but they finally called a foul here in the quarter.
Yeah. Surprised it wasn't a jump ball.
Foul goes on Ellie Nelson, her first, as Jeanette Garbett will go to the free throw line. Her free throw is short. Tonight's game brought to you by Procon. By Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. Sorry, sneezed a couple of times there.
That one was good.
As she makes the free throw. Garbett with 13 in the game, and it's a 20-point lead, 36-16. Hard to believe it was tied just a few minutes ago. As Nelson's shot partially blocked by Thompson. As Harris picks it up, left-hand layup is good. You know, I don't know why they're not calling anything down low. I mean, Thompson just completely threw her body in front of Nelson trying to go up with that shot. As that shot's no good. The Indians have the rebound with 47 seconds to play here in the quarter. Harris back up into the front court. She'll dribble it there. Nelson comes out to the top of the key to receive the pass. Gives it off on the left side to Alder, who tries to save it on the floor and can't. Not sure if Billman had touched that ball or not. And either was Alder. She tried to save it but couldn't. So the Cardinals are going to look at the last shot here with 30 seconds to play here in the quarter. With an 18-point lead at 36-18 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Gooden over on the left side. Comes back to Garbett. Now back to the top of the key again. Back to Gooden. Gooden wants to spin. Look inside. Can't go there. She holds it above her head. Now goes to Garbett inside the paint. Back outside. Mullenauer for three. No good. As the shot is picked up there. As Galloway had the rebound. But then Preston couldn't get it out of the backcourt to try to get a shot. We're done with three. It's 36-18 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. We'll go to the fourth on this Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball on KACH and on mylocalradio.com.
105.5 FM KACH.
Hi, we're Braden and Brittany Smith with Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency.
We're Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jan Stone with Northern Title of Preston, and we are Preston Proud, Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Bill Chambers from North Stars Ultimate Outdoors, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Larson. I'm with HK Auto, and we are Dayton Proud and Idaho Strong.
We're Preston Proud, Idaho Strong, serving Franklin County and beyond.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Start the fourth quarter. Preston trails 36-18. The fourth quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Preston has the ball to start the fourth. As, again, they're going to come out and they're going to pressure the ball as it gets to midcourt, and they immediately take it away. As Garbett with a jump shot from the right baseline is no good. And it's taken away again in the backcourt by the Cardinals, and they throw it off the knee of Alder and out of bounds. They had four players within 4 feet of the midcourt line, and they tried to throw it right in the middle of them.
Yeah.
So the ball belongs to Soda as Billman brings it in. Swing pass down low. Mullenauer put it up and in, and a foul. You know, the Cardinals have twice as much contact down here at their end and don't get a whistle. As Mullenauer hits the shot, she'll go to the free throw line as the foul is on Ella Marlowe, her second. So here's Mullenauer going to the free throw line with 8, looking for 9. As a three-point play is completed, she has 9 points, and it's 39-18. Lead expands to 21 as the Indians get the ball up in the front court. Comes to Kuntz, free throw line extended right, try to get it down low. As a good play there by Thompson to knock the ball away and to be able to go and get it. Gooden up into the front court. Mullenauer for three. Good again. Mullenauer quickly up to a dozen, and it's 42-18 here as Kuntz gets it up into the front court here for the Indians. Emma pulls up in the left corner. Travel, they didn't call that. As comes back outside to Alder, back to Kuntz in the paint, throws it up toward the basket. That's no good. As the rebound pulled down by Garbett, ripped away from her on the floor, and it'll be a held ball that's going to go to the Cardinals. 42-18 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Don't forget, Saturday, come out and support the Lady Indians. They could use your help. 7:30 for the varsity game. As down low, Thompson, turnaround jumper, no good. As the rebound comes off to Alder. Up into the front court. Alder holds it there. Nelson out top to get it. She'll give it off to Harris. Harris backs up near the timeline, now crosses over, gives it over to Alder on the angle right, wants to drive down there to Billman, stops her. Ball rolls off of the foot of Billman and rolls out of bounds. All three games on Saturday will be in the main gym. The freshman game starts at 4:30, the JV game at 6, and the varsity game at 7:30. Billman and Thompson come out. As Alder gets the ball in as it comes into Harris. Lob it back inside to Nelson. She turns, little right-hand hook shot, no good. Pulled down by Garbett. She runs the ball up into the front court, down low. As on the fast break, it goes to Mullenauer for the little short bank shot. 44-18. As Harris again up into the front court. As they get it into Marlowe. Marlowe turns, can't get a shot. Give it to Nelson. Her jumper from about 15. They finally call a foul. That's the first foul here in the second half against the Cardinals. And that's about 11 minutes into the second half. I'm sorry, I don't believe there hasn't been a foul against a team in 11 minutes. First one by Nelson is good. That's her first points at the second half and gives her 9 in the game. Osborne comes in, Garbett will leave.
The officials probably live farther away, want to leave home, get home early.
I think it's more of what we talked about the other night. As Nelson makes them both. As that one rolled in, she has double digits tonight, and it's a 24-point lead, 44-20 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Gooden swings it back over to the younger Mullenauer, who's back in the game. That's Gracie holding. She kind of does several pivots. Now gives it off to Walker. Back to the older Mullenauer, swings across the top of the key, back to her little sister, now back over to Osborne. Back outside, it's Gooden, doesn't shoot. Inside, it comes back, now back to Mullenauer again, as that shot rolls in, out, as Sophie Covert into the game for the first time. Got a hand on the rebound, but it went out of bounds. But they're going to give the ball to the Indians anyway. 5:20 to play. Here comes Brightly Harris back up to the front court. Liz will be back in the game here at the next dead ball for the Indians. As Marlowe has it, she'll bounce it to Emma Kuntz. Emma holds it back to Marlowe. Trying to look inside. They throw it inside. And the foul as Osborne was spinning to try to front her defensive assignment in Covert. And in doing so, she spun right into the ball but didn't catch it. But the foul is going to go on Osborne. That'll be her second, and the second against the team. So each team with 2 team fouls here in the second half as Ella Marlowe to get it in. Bounce it inside to Harris as once again the ball's loose, picked up by the Cardinals. Comes to Walker. She's lost the ball going up, lost it out of bounds, but they're going to say that Harris got a hand on it. Triple team underneath the basket, and you try to throw a bounce pass from about 3 feet away.
Yeah,
that's not going to be caught. As the ball comes in, down on the block, Walker goes up and she's fouled.
Yeah, that's on Sophie.
They called that on Sophie Covert. I had members of the freshman team walking in front of me. I couldn't see who the official made called the foul on. So 44-20. Lead back up to 24 as the first free throw here put up by Walker is no good. Walker, a sophomore. In fact, she hadn't even shot free throws before tonight. Those are her first 2 free throw attempts of the year. As the rebound is off to Gracie Mollenauer. She pulls the ball back down near the timeline. Back to Osborne, now back to Mollenauer. A little running 12-footer is no good. Covert has the rebound there for the Indians. She'll give it to Kuntz, now back to Harris, up into the front court. Brightly tries to weave her way through traffic, tries to go up, has it stripped away, gets it back, goes back up, has it blocked, and then the shot there, again knocked away, and they're going to give it back to the Cardinals. Alder going to come and check back in quickly as Alder comes in to replace who? Brightly Harris. Brightly looking gassed, needs to come off here for a rest a bit here for a quick second. And with 4:20, the Cardinals get the ball back in with a 24-point lead on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Over on the left side, it goes to Walker. She holds it up. That's a double dribble they didn't call as it comes to Mollenauer. Back to Billman. Billman back to Mollenauer. Now she'll give it back to Walker. Comes back to Billman. Wants to drive. Tries to drive through a double team. Lost the ball as Taylor Thompson into the game for the first time. Runs to go get it. And then the Cardinals throw it away as it comes to Alder all the way up the floor. And Thompson with the block and Thompson with the foul. So Taylor Thompson, the 5'8" senior, called for the foul. That's her first. And it's going to send Brightly Alder here to the free throw line. Alder with no points yet tonight. The free throw is no good. Jadley Roberts back into the game as Ella Marlowe will leave. And Alder's second free throw here rattles in. Her first point of the game makes it 44-21 as Aspen Davis, the 5'8" sophomore, comes in as Taylor Billman will leave with 3:47 to play here in the game. Gracie Mollenauer in traffic in the backcourt, gets it up into the front court as it comes to Thompson. She gives it off to Walker that wasn't expecting the return pass. Hits her right in the mush as it comes back to Alder. And then Alder's driving and fouled it on her way to the basket. Thompson learns an important lesson. Look for the ball. Yeah, that return pass. Looks like she got her hands up just barely in time to keep it from hitting her right square in the face.
Yeah.
As the ball comes into Emma Kuntz on the angle right. Bounce it to Jadley Roberts on the angle left. Back to Alder, launches a three, no good. Long rebound is off. Mollenauer skips it away from the Preston players. She brings it up the floor. A runner from about 12 is no good. Roberts able to snatch that rebound out of the air as it comes back to Emma Kuntz. She brings it back up into the front court with 3 minutes to play in the game. Inside, Liz Harris in traffic will get the ball back outside. Swing it all the way back to Alder. Steps in for a two. That's no good. And foul whistle on the rebound as the foul is going to go on Sophie Covert again. That'll be her second, and the ball will stay with the Cardinals with 3:01 to play. Jadley Roberts back into the game as Sophie Covert will exit. 23-point lead for the Cardinals, 44-21 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Mollenauer to Osborne. She'll launch it two. That's no good. Rebound comes off to Roberts. She gives it off to Harris. Quickly gets it up the floor back to Alder. 1 on 3 as Alder couldn't get the shot away and is taken away by Thompson. As Mollenauer stumbles getting across the timeline, Alder hops on it, and the ball will come to the Indians on the alternating possession rule. Fundamentals.
Yep.
Kuntz gets it into Harris, back to Kuntz, now back to Harris, top of the key. 2:30 to play in the game. Harris goes back to Marlowe back into the game. double teamed along the baseline, loses it. Harris saves it on the floor, and here comes Walker again, back the other way, 3-on-2. She'll pull up from 15, no good. Marlowe had the rebound, but then got whacked and lost it out of bounds, and it's a foul on the Cardinals. Foul's going to go on Taylor Thompson. That'll be her second and the team's fifth. Camille Kuntz standing like she wants to call a timeout. As the ball comes up into the front court, she won't, as it comes to Emma. Emma holds it there, brings it back across the top of the key, around back to Harris, get it inside to Marlowe. Triple team, good pass back outside to Harris, however her shot's an air ball as it comes down to Osborne. That's a better looking play right there. As he comes back to Gracie Mullenauer. Back to Osborne, back up underneath, put it up and in. As just into the game, Aspen Davis able to put the shot up and in. As wholesale changes here for the Indians. In fact, a timeout called here by the Soda Springs Cardinals. Or is it just long enough just to get the subs in? As the lead grows to 25 with 1:41 to play. So 46-21 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan No scoreboard. Marlowe gets it in to Harris. Comes back over here on the near side as it comes back to Alder. Alder back to Marlowe, top of the key. Back to Nelson. She wants to turn, can't do anything with it. Preston has 5 underclassmen on the floor right now, so this is really a look at the future. As up into the front court comes to Walker, swing it down into the corner. Davis can't get the shot. She brings it back out top to Mullenauer with 1:15 left on the clock. Briley Harris tries to cut the ball off, can't. Back to Osborne for 3. That's no good. Covert has the rebound. Covert gives it off to Alder. Quickly comes back to Harris. Briley dribbles it to the free throw line, now brings it back out to Mullenauer, to Marlowe. And the pass down low, intercepted there by Walker. Under a minute to play now as Mullenauer gets it back up into the front court. Inside, back to Davis from the right elbow is no good. As the shot, Mullenauer had it, lofted out of bounds. 43 seconds left in this game. So remember to stay tuned for the Ralph's Construction post-game show. It'll come up in just a couple of moments once this game is over, as Harris will bring the ball back up into the front court. Fourth quarter brought to you by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Alder is knocked down. They're going to say the ball went off the foot of a Cardinal player, as Preston will keep the ball with 32 seconds left. Marlowe, free throw line extended left. Comes back to Alder, now back to Harris on the right side. Swing it back over, down low. Marlowe, nice pass, and she's fouled, trying to go up. She's able to muscle the pass away from Aspen Davis, and then Davis whistled for the foul. So Ella Marlowe will go to the free throw line. She has 2 points in the game tonight. The first one is no good. Remember, if you want to order some of that great Papa J's Deli Jerky, you can do so online at their website, papajs.com. Marlowe's second free throw. No good again. As the rebound is off, Davis has it with 18 seconds to play. Weaves her way out of the backcourt, being ridden by Harris all the way up into the front court, as she'll lose the ball out of bounds. As they're going to give it back. Nope, it's not they're going to give it to the Cardinals, but now they instead give it to the Indians with 13 seconds left on the clock. 46-21, Preston down by 25. Alder to Nelson, wants to drive, goes around Thompson and lays it in. As Nelson picks up her 12th point right at the buzzer, and the final score here tonight is 46-23, as Preston loses tonight, as they see their record slip to 1-12 now on the year. As the Cardinals improve their record with this non-conference victory tonight, they are now 13-3 overall on the year. Stay tuned. The Ralph's Construction postgame show is coming up right after this. This is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball. Tonight's game has been brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value with the freshest meat and produce in town. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, with all the parts you need for your car to keep it running strong. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tires, stop in and see the tire experts on Main Street in North Logan. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors, get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Now stay tuned for the Ralph's Construction postgame show, coming up next.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap the just completed game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at what's ahead for the Preston teams. The postgame show is brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building quality designer homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Well, welcome back here to the postgame show tonight, brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Call for more information at 435-232-1837. Soda Springs wins at 46-23 here tonight. John, Preston played pretty well in the first half, but once that intensity got turned up in the second half again, the game got away from them.
Well, both teams went the opposite directions.
Yeah.
Soda Springs come out, got serious, went inside, started fast breaking, got the easy layups, easy points, and then three of their shooters got hot. They were 3 3-pointers in the second half that really boosted them up. And they doubled the Indians in the first, from 7 minutes. In 7 minutes, they doubled the Indians. So, great effort by the Cardinals, but the Indians went the way of the wind, threw the ball away, made some terrible choices down low. Just different things like that, and that's what causes the problem. If we could play the first half again,
right,
and stay right with them. We were tied, 3 times in the first half. So and I don't know if Soda just kind of laid back that first half. I don't think so. They didn't take as many shots. We didn't give them as many shots. It's just a matter of a roadblock we got to get over, a mental roadblock, I believe.
The one person who did play well for the Indians inside was Ellie Nelson, as she finished with 12 points.
That's her best game this year.
I think so.
And she deserved it. She hustled, she rebounded, and then her putback, she had a number of series where she put the ball back up 2 or 3 times, and eventually she'll get a basket, you know. But that's just good hustle and good play by Ella.
The other thing, we did get kind of a look into the future a little bit, where at times we saw 5 underclassmen on the floor at one time. Covert, Brightly Harris, Brindley Alder, Ella Nelson, and combinations of Brindley Galloway and Ella Marlowe, all underclassmen playing together as a unit. Kind of a peek into the future.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's what Coach Coons is looking for down the road a little bit, you know, to see what she can get, where she can get, and give her some idea where to go, what to work on the rest of the year and into next year. So.
Yeah, exactly. So the final score here tonight, 46-23. We'll come back, look at the stats on the Ralph's Construction post-game show. This is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball. If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837. Crumble Cookies, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, is here in the Cache Valley, offering freshly baked cookies for carryout, delivery, or curbside pickup. Just download the Crumble app or visit their website.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, a little bit more to go here on the Ralph's Construction postgame show back here in Soda Springs, John, as the Indians lose tonight 46-23. What do you think? What's your final thought about tonight's game?
Well, you know, I'm a little more after tonight. I'm a little more optimistic of what we've got coming up.
Right.
Even though our JV's been struggling a little bit, we had some girls come up when they played varsity. Ellie Nelson, a terrific night. She had 12 points and a number of rebounds. Like I was telling Coach Coons, I didn't count her rebounds, but she did a terrific job off the boards tonight, offensively and defensively.
Yeah.
So
certainly, if we're going to pick a player of the game for the Indians, it'd have to be Ellie Nelson. She was good at both ends.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and I don't know. Emma didn't get any shots off, very many shots off tonight. She was held up. Brindley. Harris had a hard time getting to the basket. We just, you know, some of the gals that we really count on each week had struggled in the second.
Right. Yeah.
Second half.
Yeah, exactly. So coming up on Saturday, the Indians will be home. The Lady Indians will be home, as the Filer Wildcats will be in town. As we said before, the JV game starts at 6. The varsity game will get underway about 7:30. We'll have the Crumble Cookie pregame show for you around 7 o'clock coming up on Saturday nights. So we'll look for you then, as the executive producer of KACH Radio Sports is Val Cook. The associate producer is Cody Olson. Our studio coordinator tonight back in Preston was John Beverly. For John Slaughter, thank you, sir.
You betcha.
And we'll see you next time. No, you will not be there on Saturday, but we'll catch you down the road next week, as we'll have more action with you coming up as well. So until Saturday, when we talk to you again, I'm Dan Hubbard, reminding you once again of the final score as the Indians fall short tonight against the Soda Springs Cardinals, losing 46-23 from here in Soda. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.